Good morning, everybody. Farmer Ben here. I'm out on a John Deere 5100M with a 6-foot PAK flail behind me. Currently mowing down ryegrass in between my filbert field. And to let you know a little bit about this tractor, it takes DEF, that's diesel exhaust fluid. That's what this gauge down here is for. That gauge up there is diesel. This one's your water temp. The 521 you see down there is the revolutions for the PTO that's turning the mower right now. 2.6, 2.7 is the speed we're going. L means low gear. F means forward. And then the lit up stuff there means the tractor's in gear and the PTO's engaged. And you got a fancy lever here for a loader setup, but we don't have the loader hookup in the front for it. We didn't buy it. I think it was an extra $2,700 or something like that. I don't remember. But it's an okay tractor. There's minor things about it I don't like the DEF, because if that runs out and there's still diesel in the motor, the tractor shuts down. So it's a little annoying. And for some reason, this air shock seat here, this is the lever that should be putting air into the seat so I can go up and not bounce so bad. It doesn't work. So I'm riding on whatever spring is under the seat and the cushion, and that's it. So it's not the smoothest ride in the world right now. But this is the newest tractor to our farm. We bought it specifically for the orchard use because we started converting over from doing vegetable row crop style crops to grass seed and filberts. I'm trying to persuade them to do flowers. I want to do some flowers here on the farm. We did them back when I was younger, but we haven't done them for quite a few years now. But there's the filbert trees. You can see clusters of nuts on them already, which, if there are clusters, I'm wondering how we're going to sweep the filberts in between this stuff. What I mean by sweeping the filberts is there's a machine that looks like a street sweeper that will brush the nuts away from the tree and put it in the middle of the row here so a conveyor belt system can pick up the nuts. Well, conveyor belts don't work very well in grass, and neither does the sweeper, so this should be rather interesting. I don't know if we're going to work up the ground in the middle of this field or not, because this grass field's only a year old. Hang on a sec, got to put the quick up. It quickly raises the PTO up, or 3-point, I should say, not PTO, but raises the 3-point up quickly so you don't have to sit there and wait for it to go up. Press the button again and it drops right back down and we're back to mowing. But if you're wondering, the PTO shaft that's right there spinning real fast goes to that gearbox that's back there, and then that little shaft system there that's green and silver and black is another PTO shaft that goes to the belt system down there. And on that little box there's a big old belt that runs the shaft that runs the mower in there. But personally, I kind of like this style mower versus the blades that spin around like so. They do that. I like these ones. It's more of a drum setup and has teeth on it, so the teeth are easy to replace. Easy to sharpen too. But this mower setup seems to do a lot better job for mowing versus your normal deck mowers. to the end of the row here, which is a ways down there. I'll do a quick walk around the tractor, and then I gotta get back into the mower. Don't look like I have a whole lot left to do. I just have to get close. So there's more trees over there. That's a more established orchard that we have. That one I think is going on 12 years now, maybe. No, it's more like 10. It's a 10-year-old orchard. But yeah, that's where I gotta get to. So I don't know if I'm gonna tape for that long, but I'll do quite a few rows with you guys. Some more sound in the mix. Okay, that's enough sound. Sorry. I don't want to get all that dust you see there in the cab. I already got enough dirt accumulating down here. We try to keep the cabs rather clean. Especially seeing how it's getting closer to the winter time, where all these things are going to get stored away for the winter. We don't need grass growing in here. I've actually came back to a tractor where there was grass growing in the dirt that was left there because seed got in by somebody's boot. It was kind of funny, but we don't want that because that makes that means there's a lot of mold in there. If you got grass growing in your tractor, then you might have some mold. Almost to the end of the row. And we can do a quick walk around the tractor, and we'll have to get back to work. But let's see, I started videotaping this about a quarter of the way down, so it takes roughly 12 minutes to do a round. And if you haven't noticed, we're only covering half of the row, which means we got to go back the opposite way. Which I'll show you how I do that here in a sec. So if you ever do an orchard stuff, this is a pretty sweet method. Me and a fellow friend and coworker figured out what we'll put in park. Let's put the RPMs down so it's not so loud. Okay, we're not moving. So, built the custom weight in the front because some of the implements in the back were a little too heavy. And we were popping wheelies. It was fun, but it wasn't safe. So, custom weight setup I put on here. It is 4-wheel drive. Down there is where your forklift hookup and attachments would plug in. And here's the 6-foot PAK flail. You can kind of see underneath there, there's teeth moving. Creates this nice smooth cut. I'm not going to open that, but inside there is a big old 2 drum set. There's one up there and one down there, and then there's a big belt that spins around that causes the whole thing to move. And then remember how I said this thing is DEF? So your diesel goes here, your DEF goes here, and if you don't make sure that they're full, you're kind of screwed. And now that we're not moving, you can see that I'm low on diesel and DEF. So sooner or later, this tractor is going to want to stop on me. But until then, we will keep going. Make sure we're in B1, back up. So, method I was talking about. We started on that row there. We came back down on this row. What we're going to do is we're going to go back on this row, and then we're going to circle over to the other row. That way, this side of the flail is always on the inside. And plus it kind of helps if I constantly line myself up here like this tire is now in the second row of grass. That flail catches pretty close to the, whatchamacallits, the trees. Hang on a sec, guys. Somebody was supposed to come to my house to pick up some chairs, and I got to figure out if these are the people. I've acquired some new dining room table chairs, and we were going to give the old ones away. Ah, yep, it is them. Okay, guys, I'll have to cut this short. Thanks for watching. I'll do some more later. Take care, farmers. Be safe.